Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is part 2 of Ride Along with Mike. I was very negligent and very forgetful. We talked about Mike receiving that phone call from a daughter that he didn't know he had, and I didn't ask any follow-up questions, and that's terrible. So we went to the pharmacy at CVS. He got what Mike got what he needed there. We went to the bank. He declined to go to John's Market. He said he has a ride tomorrow. He can do that. And so before I drop him off, I wanted to get this on record. So Mike, go ahead. Tell us the surrounding circumstances of this child that you didn't know you had.
Yeah, it was due to one night stand, and I was in the Army at the time. I was on a weekend off. Went to a golf course and played around the golf. Then was sitting in the after bar and was yakking with my buddy that went with me to go play golf. And this young lady come walking up to the table, and she introduced herself, and I invited her to sit down and have a drink, which she did. And so we sat there for quite a while talking and this and that, and then we went back to my room, and we worked real hard to produce a child.
Was this daytime or nighttime?
It was in the early evening.
After you played around the golf?
After we played around the golf.
And where did you meet her?
In the golf, in the
they call it the 19th hole.
The 19th hole.
The bar, if you don't know anything about golf, there's only 18 holes in golf. But the biggest and the most important hole in golf is the 19th hole. And that's where the bar area is located on most, the snack shop, hot dogs, hamburgers, chili fries, and alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
And you know, alcoholic beverages can lead to some interesting conversation, if not a child that you didn't even know you had.
Right.
So this was a one-night stand. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what it was.
But you remember it?
Well, I remember her very well. She was a very good-looking lady. And
who was she with?
A girlfriend of hers.
Wow. Did anybody, I think they call it hooking up.
Yeah.
Did anybody hook up with the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Your
my
friend? Wow.
Yeah.
So have you is that friend still with us?
No.
What a story. So you actually remember a one early evening, one night stand.
Yeah.
And last June, this your daughter called you out of the blue. She went to an organization online, gave some DNA, and I guess that organization had your DNA?
Uh-huh.
How'd they get your DNA?
My number one daughter was interested in collecting some DNA on our family line. So she wanted me to send my DNA in to check, so she could check out the family background. And that's how the DNA got there.
So your DNA was already in this DNA data bank of this organization.
Yeah.
That your one-night stand daughter
picked
it. Just unbelievable. But 81 years old, and you still remember the one-night stand.
Yes.
Isn't that great? It must have been a pretty good one-night stand.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was.
That could have led to a marriage.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have one-night stands, and they don't remember them.
Yeah, well.
So this is a good one night stand, I would say, if to remember it. I was very surprised when I asked you, Do you remember this? And so your mother would have been 21 years old?
That's about where I figured I was.
And just to clarify, he got this phone call June of 2020,
Right.
last year. So we're coming up on just short of a couple of months of a year ago. So what are they? And you're going to visit with her, you said?
Yeah, on her next birthday.
But she doesn't want any money or anything.
No.
Good, thank God. You know, that's the biggest fear when you get a call from somebody that's a relative that you didn't know was a relative. Right away, they want the dinero. Right away, they want to have their rent paid. Oh, my car's broken. Oh, I need my insurance paid on my vehicle. I want to go to college. So what a fascinating story. I wanted to just let everybody know the backstory. I was very negligent not to follow up on that. So you were 21 years old. You had a great round of golf. You went to the 19th hole. You met, what's her name? First name only. We don't want to identify her.
Yeah, I don't remember the mother's name. And I didn't know her name either because she wasn't born yet.
Right. Just the daughter.
Yeah.
We'll just call her, we'll call her Jackie. Jackie. We'll just call her Jackie. We don't want to identify her. But fascinating story. He remembers the date. He remembers the golf, the 19th hole, the one-night stand, and then the daughter reaches out and contacts him. Amazing. And he couldn't have done it if he didn't stop eating meat.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you stopped eating meat? This is 60, you said.
Yeah, that was right around that time.
So you stopped eating meat as a young gentleman.
Yeah.
You read a book.
Read a book.
Well, this has just been great. I just wanted to clarify, everybody. Thank you for your openness, your ability to tell the story and remember the story and every other damn thing. I mean, just wonderful. So that's it. That's the story of the one-night stand on the golf course. You were in the Army at the time?
Right.
United States Army?
Yes.
Wow. How many years did you do?
8.
8 years. And what was going on? What war were we in then?
WW2.
The big one.
Uh-huh.
WW2. Yeah, my father was stationed in New Orleans at the medical department.
Oh.
First sergeant. So he was quite lucky. Because
Uh-huh.
anybody in World War II, no matter where you were stationed, you could have easily been killed.
Right.
Easily been killed. There were theaters of combat all over the world. Southeast Asia, Europe, the Navy. You could have been on a ship in the Navy. You could have been in Pearl Harbor. There could have been just so many opportunities to lose your life protecting the country. So we're glad you made it, and thank you for the update. And I hope you enjoyed the update. And now you're all filled in, because back then, women, a lot of times, if they did get pregnant, they would have the child.
Uh-huh.
In those days, it wasn't like it is today, perhaps in certain cultural differences today than there was before. And but I know a lot of guys who had one-night stands, and that might have happened, but they have no clue. So it's nice to see a one-night stand that can be remembered and described and talked about. So thanks for listening. Thanks for the update, Mike. You want to say anything, maybe some warnings to people about the 19th hole?
Well, I got to tell you, she lives on the East Coast, so I've never met her face to face. And I call her once a week, and she calls me the opposite week. So we're talking all the time. And so she's on her way out here. She's going to be here on June, the first weekend in June coming up. And we're going to celebrate her birthday. And she'll be bringing her husband with her. And so the only thing is, I was kind of hoping she'd bring her daughter with her too, but her daughter...
Oh, you want to see your granddaughter too?
Yeah.
Way to go. What a fascinating story. I got to get busy. I got to get busy. I don't have any offspring. I don't have any puppies. All right. Thanks, Mike. Say goodbye if you want.
Goodbye and God bless.
God bless everybody.